A man arrested for a domestic violence incident was released from jail after 4 days, then returned to the home of the alleged victim. 9 days later, police took him into custody after a 5-hour-long SWAT standoff. Natalie Wattis asked the Utah courts why was he let out even when police advised against it. Natalie joins us live tonight from West Jordan.
Heidi, that SWAT standoff took place in a West Jordan neighborhood on Friday, where 40-year-old Joshua Neathery was arrested on several felonies, including aggravated assault and violating a jail release order.
In terms of that level of repeated aggression, that's all too common.
On August 12th, Joshua Neathery was released from jail after spending just 4 days behind bars after a woman reported she had been beaten. According to police, she had extensive injuries, and during the assault, Neathery had threatened to kill her and her children. Police wrote in their report there was a strong risk of danger to the victim if Neathery was released on bail, but he was on a jail release agreement.
Unfortunately, when we get the legal aspect of this crime, and it is a crime, sometimes there are complexities and there are decisions that are made that go against what law enforcement and even the survivor, their own perspective on, subsequent danger and risk.
Kim Wolf with the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition says this is something that happens all too often.
It really is troubling and kind of devastating for a victim when they choose to contact, law enforcement with the hopes that the judicial system will become involved.
Neathery was not allowed to go back to the residence of the woman under his release agreement, but according to police, he immediately went back and stayed. Police were called on the 21st when he became, quote, violent and aggressive. The victim had left the home, but Neathery refused to come out, leading to the SWAT standoff. I reached out to the Utah State Courts to ask why he was let out after 4 days, given his history and the police opinion he shouldn't be. They told me they're working on getting me answers.
There has to be increased level of consequences for people who choose to use harm, in their personal relationships. It will go a long way, I believe, in being a deterrent to future abuse.
We have more information and domestic violence resources on our website, KUTV.com. Reporting live in West Jordan, Natalie Wattis, KUTV 2 News.
Natalie, thank you. Neathery was arrested in 2022 for aggravated assault. This was after a woman reported he punched her in the face and she lost consciousness. Court documents show that the woman drove herself to the hospital where she had a jaw surgery for multiple fractures and a missing tooth. Neathery pleaded guilty to aggravated assault under a plea and abeyance agreement at the time, and the rest of the charges were dismissed.